Hello and welcome to part 5 of Who You Hire to Sell Your Home Matters. This week we're going to touch upon a topic I've spent some time talking to you about before, and that being pricing your home to market. It's the second of the 4 home selling fundamentals, the maximum value home selling fundamentals. Last week we touched upon preparing your home for sale. Now we're talking about pricing your home to market. Choosing the correct price, choosing the correct initial price is critical if you want to achieve maximum value, okay? The biggest mistake homeowners make is overpricing their home and pretty much deflecting or detracting potential home buyers and then staying on the market for an extended period of time. The simple premise is this: the sooner you get your home sold, the more money you're going to get for it, okay? If anyone tells you anything different, unless you're in a rising market where prices are going up 1 to 2% a year like we were in between 2004 and the end of 2007, well, then you can afford to price your home perhaps a little bit ahead of the market. But that's not our situation right now. We're in a very flat market. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a buyer's market. We've been in this market now for going on 4 years, so everyone knows where the playing field should be or is, though you wonder because you see homes on the market indefinitely and, you know, prices come down, prices come down, prices come down. The perception is that the market is coming down as well. Well, it's not. Okay, what's happening is that homeowners and realtors are doing a poor job in assessing the home's value, or realtors, some agents could really care less. They just want to get your home on the market and then let you figure it out that your home's overpriced. So if they have X amount of homes for sale, they know that over a period of time, X amount of homeowners are going to come to the conclusion that their price is overpriced. So then you're going to volunteer to them, well, should we not be dropping our price? Maybe something you didn't want to hear initially, but that's when that's already cost you money. This is a conversation that needs to take place up front. So if you're not hearing a price that you're maybe mildly uncomfortable with, then you're probably not hearing what you need to be hearing, because homeowners typically value their home at somewhere around 5% above market value. That's been my experience. So I say this to you not because I know more or this or that. Well, in fact, I do know more because this is what I do. But as a homeowner, I don't even price my own home because it's impossible to be objective when you're pricing something that means more to you than anyone else. So you need to get that information up front. And you know, I want to create an analogy for you to best describe this, because I talked about how your listing information is distributed immediately. Well, from that point on, you're the first week that you're on the market, you're in the storefront window. Okay, so imagine you walking, all these people are walking by and they see your home. Wow, that's nice, that's nice. Let's have a look. What's that home all about? Every week that you stay on the market, you're going to go get pushed further and further back into the store until inevitably you're on the back wall. Okay, and what's next to the back wall? That's the door to the warehouse. After about 60 to 70 days, if no one's offered on your home and you haven't reduced your price, there's likely a problem. Now, you could end up being on the market indefinitely. That's when you end up in the warehouse. The only thing to do to keep you in the storefront is to reduce your price. So this can go on, you know, 4 or 5 times over, because if I was to show you some of the listings from last year, and this is the majority of them, remember I've told you already that of all the homes listed last year, only about 38 to 39% of them sold. And of those ones that sold, the majority of them, 60 to 80%, incurred more than 2 price reductions. So that at $10,000 a pop, that tells you when the average sale price of a home in Kamloops is $360,000. So if you're listed at $399 and you have to incur 2 price reductions before you get an offer, your starting point when you receive that offer is about $379, and they're going to negotiate you down from there. So keep that in perspective, because that's how critical it is to price your home correctly. Ideally, you do not want to incur any price reduction. So when you're in the storefront, you got to maximize that exposure. We're going to talk about exposure next week when I speak a little bit about marketing. This is very, very critical, because if the price isn't right, as they say, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what your house looks like. It doesn't matter what kind of marketing you do, okay? Because if your price is off, people are going to know that. They have time to, buyers are very educated right now because they have the time to look around. The internet helps them a great deal, so they're shopping at home. They're shopping by walking through all these homes. So we're dealing with an educated buyer right now, so pricing is critical. So if you want to maximize your price or your return on the sale of your home, keep that in mind. Okay, we're talking about tax. It's one of the only few vehicles you have that brings you home tax-free money is the sale of your primary residence. So you do not, $10,000 that you lose on your home is not $10,000. That's $15,000 to $16,000 you've lost. So keep that in mind because this is critical. So you need to have a conversation with someone who's prepared to tell you what you need to know, not what you want to hear. Okay? So that's what I bring to the table for you. If you need to contact me, you can reach me through my website at platinumrealestateteam.com or call me through my office at 250-377-7653 or my home office 250-828-1988. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.